Steve Hart yelled as Daxton Shepard disappeared on the airplane flight out of town. Realizing that he had missed his shot at Daxton, who was going to his next WWE referee stand-in meeting in London, put his hands on his knees and noticed Parker Hallows, along with Gerald Manning, parked next to him, halting the car next to him. Seacar opens the backseat car, opens the door, and slams it shut as he gets in the car. And as a result, Trenton Clayton gets in the back of the seat of the car as well on the opposite side. Parker glides down the street in his car on full speed, passes up a police officer which doesn't notice the situation. And a few blocks away, Sidney Tracy and Jamie Jameison were just now exiting a building in which Jenny Corday was running it. She clipped her coffee canister into the machine and watched the coffee canister and make sure it didn't crack. She looks up directly at Jamie Jameison as she exits the restaurant. Seems a little bit dazed and confused. Pulls out the canister from the coffee and puts it on the counter next to it. She grabs a towel, noticing that a glass had fallen off the floor and broken. She however doesn't notice this sign of death, and when the glass breaks, the glass shatters multiple directions. A bigger piece flies over the counter and goes directly out the front door, unnoticeable to Sydney and Jamie. Ends up dead in the middle of the road. Sydney walks past it in her high-heeled shoes along with Jamie. Jenny stops for a second, wondering why she was feeling such an eerie situation of weirdism. And all of a sudden, the front door connected to the coffee shop locked on its own. Jenny Corday ran to the door and struggled to open the door. The water faucets engaged on the top of the ceiling of the coffee shop, attempting to flood her, giving her a death similar to Rachel Hunter. Instead, the coffee shop didn't flood. The water broke free from the exchange pipes within the top of the building, causing the fire alarms to blare. And as the fire alarms blared, Jenny Corday banged on the main window, trying to get Sydney and Jamie's attention. But as she banged on the window, while she banged on the window, the glass was in there, water sliding on the glass, and she was seen banging on the window while the water was sliding on the glass. She looks cockeyed toward Jamie Jameison, but then also looks at Sidney Tracy, and as a result, an explosion occurred within the main facilitation room of the coffee shop. A piece of gear broke free out of the drying washer limit, broke free and headed directly toward Jenny. Jenny moves out of the way, and the gear piece breaks directly through the window. The gear piece then snags over onto the building, and which snapped the cable, and the cable went directly into a neon sign. Broke the neon sign free, and the neon sign flew directly into the building, just like in Gerald Manning's premonition. causing Jameison to halt within his car. The neon sign slammed directly into the building, and Sydney and Jimmy stop it and hold in automatic rear of the situation. The building completely changed and bricks break directly out of the building itself as a result of the neon sign slamming into the building. Bricks swung directly past in all directions as Sydney and Jamie run back to the street, escaping the situation at hand. The neon sign then breaks free, and as soon as Sydney Tracy runs past Jameison, the neon sign breaks free completely from the brick building and smashes Jamie Jameison directly airborne onto a parked car, in which the parked car sucked directly and blew her up from the inside of the car out.